Welcome to our channel. In this video, we should learn the computation of log value. So let's begin. Generally, logarithm is considered as a mathematical tool which is used to solve critical and complex problems in a simplified manner. That means the computation or the algebraic calculation that needs the use of calculator. That means without the use of calculator, we cannot find out such values or we cannot solve such type of problems. In this case, we use log values or logarithms as a very important weapon to solve such type of problems. Generally, our log value consists of two types of values, that is characteristics, and our second one is Mantissa. In case of characteristics, we can find out simply by the inspection, whereas in order to find out Mantissa value, we must read the log table. So, for the calculation of characteristics, our given numbers are broadly divided into three categories, that is type 1, type 2 and type 3. Type 1 includes the values having some digit before the decimal point. So in this case, the characteristics is calculated by considering number of digit present before the decimal point minus 1. For example, if we have to find out characteristics of log 34.56 and 7, here the number of digit present before the decimal point is 2. So our characteristics should be 2 minus 1 equals to 1. Whereas type 2 includes the number where there is no digit is present before the decimal point, but some zeros are present after our decimal point. For example, log 0.0073. Here there is no digit before the decimal point, but some zeros are present after the decimal point. In this situation, the characteristics should be number of zeros present after decimal point plus 1. That means the characteristics should be number of digit here 3 plus 1 equals to 4. So in this type of log value, the characteristics should be calculated by adding 1 with the number of zeros present after decimal point, but the value should be expressed as negative sign or it should be expressed as minus 4. Or the last category of our log value, that is if there is no digits are present or no numbers are present before the decimal point and no zeros are present after the decimal point. For example, log 0.3489. Here there is no digit before the decimal point, and also no zeros are present after the decimal point. In this situation, the characteristics of our log value equals to -1. So generally we face such category of log values. So in order to find out the log value, first of all we should find out the characteristic of the given values, and then we should read the Mantissa values from the log table. So for the purpose of calculation of characteristics, generally divided into three categories, that is type 1, when there is some digit are present before the decimal point, that is log 2.39, log 24.367. So similarly, so many numbers are there may present before the decimal point, that should be included in our type 1 category. And type 2 category includes the log value where there is no digit are present before the decimal point, but some zeros are present after the decimal point, like 0.0039, 0.0047, so on. And the last category of our log value is where there is no digit present before the decimal point, and also no zeros are present after the decimal point. In this case, our characteristics should be -1. So these are the three categories of our log values for the calculation of characteristics. But in case of Mantissa, the Mantissa value is calculated by reading our log tables. That means characteristics can be calculated by inspection, but the value of Mantissa cannot be calculated through the inspection. For the purpose of Mantissa calculation, we should read the log tables or the logarithm tables. So in order to find out Mantissa value, some steps we must be followed. Take an example, that is log 2.379. Here we should find out the value of Mantissa. So in order to find out the value of Mantissa, we must follow certain steps. So in case of Mantissa calculation, our first step is we should ignore the decimal point. So our number should be 2379. Here we ignore the decimal point. Then our next step is take the number which is formed by taking first two digits, that is our 23, and then read the value of next two digits, that is 7, and the next digit is 9. So in order to read the value of 7 with respect to 23, we must take the value of the main table for the first digit, that is the value of 7 is our 3747, that is 0.3747, and next read the value of 9 from the mean difference table with respect to 23, that is our 17, 0.0017. So the Mantissa value is 0.3764. So the Mantissa value of log 2.379 is our 0.3564. That means for the calculation of characteristics, we should inspect the log value, or through the inspection the value of the characteristics can be obtained, whereas the Mantissa value is obtained by reading the log tables. That means we should follow certain steps to find out our Mantissa value. That means in case of our first step, we should ignore the decimal point. Then our second step is take the numbers which is formed by taking first two digits of the given number, and then find out the next two digits, that is reading the value of the log tables. But in case of first digit, we should take the value of main tables, and in case of our second digit value, we should read the mean difference table. So these are our Mantissa value, and these are our characteristics. So in order to find out log value, we should add the value of the characteristics and the value of the Mantissa. Here the characteristics value is obtained through the inspection, but in case of Mantissa value, we must read the log tables. So now we should find out the value of log. That means by considering both Mantissa and characteristics, we should find out log value. Suppose we should find out log of 2.379. Here characteristics plus Mantissa. So the characteristics value of 2.379 that belongs to our type 1 category. That means some digits are present before the decimal point. Here one digit is present before the decimal point, so our characteristics 0 plus value of the Mantissa, which is calculated here by reading our log table, that is 0.3564. So our log 2.379's value is 0.3564. Let's compute another one, that is log value of 39.476. Here we also find out the value of the characteristics and the value of Mantissa in order to find out final log value. So in this case, the characteristics can be calculated through simply inspection. That means it is belongs to the first category or type 1 category, as there is present some digit before the decimal point. So here the number of digits are 2 before the decimal point, so our characteristics should be 2 minus 1, that is 1, plus the value of the Mantissa can be obtained by reading our log table. So here we should follow the certain steps. That means we should ignore the decimal point. So our number is 39,476. Then take the number which is formed by taking first two digits. That means our number is 39, and find out the value of next two digits, that is 4 and 7. So we should read the value of the 4 with respect to 39 from the main table. That is value of the 4 is 59 0.65, that is 0.5965, and the value of the 7 should be read from mean difference table with respect to 39, that is our 8, 0.008. So our value of the Mantissa is 0.5973. So here log value should be calculated by adding the characteristics and Mantissa value, that is 0.5973. So our log value should be 1.5973. So we should follow same procedure to find out log value of different numbers. So these are all about our computation of log value by using the characteristics and Mantissa. So watch this video repeatedly to get a clear idea regarding computation of log value, and share it with all your friends in order to give them opportunity to enhance their knowledge regarding computation of log value. Thank you.